Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for March 2021. This month, I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for all the sun signs, rising signs, and moon signs. So please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And happy birthday to the Pisces out there. I hope you have a fantastic birthday and a fantastic solar return, and that your year is amazingly blessed. And also happy birthday to the Aries that are born in March. I wish you a very happy birthday as well. So all that being said, now onto your mid-month Psychic Tarot update. And I'm starting with the sign of Aries. First card you have, Aries, is the Emperor. So this is a paternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, protecting you, giving you ideas and inspirations that could feel like they're yours, but they could actually belong to the Emperor, and he's influencing you. This could also be some strong male figure in the living to you. This could be a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, brother, uncle, ex-husband, husband, spouse. Usually it's a male, could be a boss. You're going to hear Max snoring throughout this video. I'm warning you now. For some of you, the Emperor is having to reassess what they're doing and maybe doing things over. So this could even be you if you're the Emperor, but this could be one of the male figures I mentioned earlier. There could even be some talking about this Emperor, discussions about him, maybe even having a party in their honor, or some kind of celebration could come up for some of you. If this Emperor has already passed, you could be having discussions about his life, or about an estate connected to do with the Emperor. If he's in the living, this is somebody that looks like for some reason you're talking about him. You're talking about him, maybe celebrating something with him or for him. The Emperor wants things to change. In some way, the Emperor, whether he's living or deceased, doesn't totally like some things that are going on. He's bothered by how things have been handled. He wants to see something again shift or change. That's the message that comes up here the strongest. You may have to listen to a lot of problems or concerns or things going on with the Emperor. And if the Emperor is not in the living, then you may be going over some things that were problematic that are now left behind after the Emperor's passed. So this message will be different for all of you, whether this Emperor is somebody that's still in the living or is deceased. It's like, I feel like the Emperor also is looking for facts and figures and wants to see them kind of match up. Like maybe wanting to look at facts and figures and see how they align and match up. So that could come from a boss even too. So you have the Four of Pentacles expanding, or also comes up here with this reading. So Four of Pentacles is the Miser card, holding on protectively to things of value, holding on protectively to your finances. It could also indicate financial success coming to you in the future. And it could have something directly related to the Emperor, or it could be separate. Some of you could be the Emperor. Some of you are strategically thinking about money, like strategic placement of money. So you may be thinking about how could you earn more money? Where could you invest your money better? Buy property, buy stocks, invest in something else. Some of you may be interested in buying a bigger property. And to do that, you could be thinking about I need to, generate more money because I want to move and buy a bigger property. Or I want to, maybe you want to buy a vacation home. or buy something expensive if it's not moved to a bigger property. But I get like thinking about buying property and concerned about making more money and or saving money to do that. You may even be, some of you Aries may be even going through some kind of like inventory. Like, what do I have? What things do I have? What is their value? What is their worth? You may want to start selling some of your things that have some value, especially if you are an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign that wants to purchase something that maybe you're like, I need to generate more money here because now I want to buy this big property or buy this expensive thing. And you may be like, okay, I'm taking inventory of my stuff and I want to see, what do I have? What's it worth? What can I sell? What can I get for it? You may be doing those such things. You know, some of you may even have an accumulation of stuff that you feel like has negative energy attached to it that you want to get rid of. That could be from an ex or from a period of your life that was difficult. And you don't want to hold on to it anymore because you feel like it's carrying with it like negative energy, a negative stigma. And I feel like you're going to be really concentrated on handling a lot of this yourself. It doesn't feel so much to me like you hire somebody else to do it, although some of you could. I feel like you are like, I'm going to get a handle on this. I'm going to get a handle on this stuff that I discussed. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Taurus. Hey Taurus, so the first card you have is the 10 of Rods, and this is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. And those 10 rods of burden are knowledge and experience you gained that are going to help you as you move on to the new and better horizons. You could also be feeling overburdened at this time. You know, I hear my guides are saying, Taurus, you need to figure out what's stopping you or blocking you now. And it's kind of like, I get the imagery like you've put through the door, your foot through the door, some kind of door, but what's stopping you? So have you embarked on something? You have to ask yourself these questions. Did you start a new business or start a new job or start a new exercise regime or a new diet or started a new relationship or something else, some other endeavor? And you've got your foot in the door, but then you've stopped yourself. So you have to ask yourself, what area is that in? Maybe it's like cleaning out your house even. I do feel that you are going to have a jam-packed rest of March or April, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of work and things that you have to do. So this is also you feeling overburdened right now, because I get some of these rods, my guides are saying, is symbolic of work, like, or lots of different things. Could be work, things at home, this and that, got to do this, got to do that, like lots of things to do. And I see you very precisely thinking, I don't want to get talked to that way. And so, or treated that way. So if that's what you're doing, I'm out of here. Like, I get that energy for some of you. So if you have felt that somebody has been disrespecting you, dishonoring you, talking down to you, belittling you, patronizing you, or anything like that, you're going to say, I've had enough of it. And that could happen in a love relationship, a job, a family situation. I mean, think of all the possibilities, a club, a group, an organization. Some of you Tauruses need more rest. And I hear the words bed rest. So if you've been feeling under the weather, I hope you haven't caught anything that's been going around. But it comes up like Tauruses need more rest, and some of you in the mid-month of March or the remainder of March or going into the beginning of April definitely need more rest. Now, the card you have with it or expanding it, or it could be a separate situation, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, Pisces also got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor, the planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you conspiring to give you karmic good fortune. It could also be the ups and downs of karma. It could be a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning. Some of you need to put some kind of work or something you've done or some kind of creation or something out there to the public. And if it's not work, if it's not something you've created or something you've worked on, it could be you yourself. Are you like, you need to be on the dating scene? Sorry, my dog is right there. You can't see him snoring. Do you need to get out there, start meeting people, you know, to date, to, you know, more new friends, new social contacts? Like somehow you either have to get your work, creations, or yourself out there. Some of you, Tauruses, are doing some real changing of your looks. You could be changing your hairstyle, hair color, clothing, even getting plastic surgery for some of you, getting different colored contacts, straightening your teeth, whatever you want to do. But like changing your looks comes up here also. You may find yourself, if you're a working Taurus, very entrenched at your work, and there could also be a lot of things that are coming up that could be considered complications at your job. So remember when I said in Ten of Rods, you may have a lot of work to do, really packed with stuff, not just work, but other things too. I do feel if you're a working Taurus, there's some kind of, it could be something that got like a snafu, like a computer glitches or internet not working or phone systems down or a combination of things that went on. And this has could cause complications at work or could generate more work for you. If you're trying to not hurt somebody's feelings and you're telling somebody, or like you want to get out of work for some reason, whatever the thing is that you want to do, be careful, make sure you get your story straight, because I feel some Tauruses, you could tell somebody one thing, like, I can't come to that family event because I got to work. And then you talk to somebody else and you don't remember that you said that, and you tell them, I'm going to be away. Or, you know, I don't know. I'm something on those lines. So make sure if you're telling people things to avoid hurting their feelings or to get out of doing something, that you keep your story straight in the second half of March, from the middle of March till the very first week of April. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. And the first card you have, Gemini, is a great one. You have Ace of Rods. This is new beginnings. This could be new beginnings of any kind: new job, new home, birth of a child, new love relationship, new business endeavor of some sort. I feel that some of you Geminis are going to begin to train your mind or educate yourself in some manner or about something comes up here. Some of you could even be training for something like, this is what comes up into my head, so my guides must have dropped it in here, like the rowing team. So if you're in a college rowing team or a private group that likes to do it, you may go out and practice that, or some other kind of physical, like maybe you play tennis and you're going to be in a tennis match, or maybe you want to start golfing or you want to get on a golf team, but like training for something. It could also be other things that don't involve sports, but that did come up to me here. Some of you do have a new beginning in the sense that Gemini is going to feel like you are finally putting something from the past behind you now. Almost like a monkey on your back. If you felt like there was something, an old relationship or some hurts, pains, wounds from the past, or some experience that was hurtful to you, it's like comes up like a monkey on your back, and I feel that you're going to be healing from it and getting past it in March and going into the beginning of April. Some of you Geminis are going to do some kind of spectacular renovations to your home or living space. And some of you are going to be really fixated about window treatments, curtains, drapes, shades, blinds, whatever. I see some of you really focused on windows. You could even catapult into some kind of success where some work you did in the past or some recognition you get catapults you into some, like you could get a promotion, you could have some new great opportunity come up, but it's like all to do with something that you've already done, where you get some kind of notoriety, recognition, that kind of energy comes up here. Now, to expand it or just talk about its own message, you have Nine of Cups. So look at your two cards, Gemini. Wow, that's pretty good. Nine of Cups, that's wish fulfillment, all good things coming to you in an emotional sense. You could feel full, content, happy, jolly. You could be partying it up. You're going to have this like impetus to do things you've never done before. So, you know, if you never did rock climbing, you may decide to do that. If you never tried to do tarot readings and read somebody or connect with mediumship, that's my dog. I'm going to show you so you know that I'm not making it up, that he's there snoring. It could be something on those lines. Something, it's like, I kind of feel like you want to strut your stuff, present yourself to the world. Some of you are going to put together something that goes very well and putting it out to the marketplace. So if you have a website and you want to sell anything or anything like that, you're going to do well, especially if it's a new product line or new services that you want to offer. You have to be cautious, Gemini, of eating too many acidy foods. You could have problems with your stomach lining or irritation with your stomach in March going into the beginning of April, and this could be from like too much acidity, like drinking too much coffee or drinking or too much citrus or whatever else you could eat that would be too many tomatoes or something that's too acidy for your system. I hear that some of you are actually going to be putting in a new kitchen also. I feel that also the caution here for you Geminis is maybe tone down spending money. Like maybe you've been doing a lot of online shopping, retail therapy, or there's just been like a slew of really great deals lately and you're like, I got to take advantage of these deals. So it doesn't mean don't spend money, but you may want to like tone it down. That comes up here. You may also have a lot of requests where people, and this could be family members, it could also be friends, it could be different people, not just all friends or not just all family, asking you to do things for them, where they want your help, they want your assistance, or they want your knowledge or your input. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Cancer. And the first card you have, Cancer, is Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is having to make a decision or a choice between two things. It could be seeking balance. It could also be, you could have a lot of emotions tied up here with this decision or choice. So it's like also weighing your options. I feel like Cancers are starting to see the writing on the wall of what things it is that they need to start doing or get done. Some childish behavior by some people recently, in recent months or recent weeks or recent days, have really put you off. And I feel like it's getting to you, Cancer, to the sense that you're going to feel like, I don't want to tell people what I'm doing anymore. Like you may feel like every time you say what you're doing or say what you're up to, it's getting gossiped or talked about. Or you don't trust what they're doing with the information. So I get some Cancers feeling like, I don't even want to deal with anybody or talk to anybody anymore because you don't like or trust what they're doing with what you tell them. There is somebody you hold near and dear to your heart. And I do feel that some of you Cancers are like really worried about them. This could be a parent, a child, a dear friend even, love partner it could be. What's going to get you through this is any sarcastic wit or any kind of humor that you have is what's going to really help you get through this. I don't know whether I want to call it tense. I'll say tenuous times. I hear the collective consciousness of Cancer going, why do I get myself caught up in these things? So you may find that you end up kind of inadvertently get caught up in some kind of dramas. Even if you feel like, I'm not seeking it, you may feel like it kind of seeks you or you get sucked into it. That's the feeling I get here. I get that some of you regret something you said to somebody recently. You may be afraid they're going to spill the beans, or what are they going to do with that information? Or maybe you don't like how they're behaving now that you told them something. So I get that. That kind of came up here twice. Now you got the Two of Swords next. Look, you got two twos here. Two of Swords. Two of Swords with Two of Pentacles. So Two of Swords is a card to me that means being protective of yourself, protective of your energy. It can also mean that there's a block, a stop, or a stalemate. There's also emotions tied up in this card as well. You could have difficulty making a decision or a choice about something, and there's unknowns to you. There's unknown factors in this situation. I feel like some of you Cancers are trying to help somebody. Sorry, that's Max snoring. But they're not giving you enough leeway. They're not helping you enough, or they're not opening the door enough or giving you enough leeway in this situation. But I get that there's somebody I feel you want to help here. It's almost like you're questioning their ethics, or you're questioning their knowledge, or maybe you're questioning, like, are they sane right now? Like, where's their mind? So you got some question about this person. You also are saying to yourself, I have to stop believing what other people or what everybody or other people are telling me, because I feel that you've also been hearing a lot of gossip or people telling you stuff that when you listen to it and believe in it, that might be the stuff you get sucked into, the drama, or you get sucked into situations, because it's like hearing gossip is what I get. And this card is indicating, no, don't tell me, don't get involved in the gossip. It's not good for you. It's not healthy for you to listen to it. February could have been a challenging month, because I get you have to make up your own mind. And for some reason, my guides are mentioning February. So some things that went on in February, you have to make up your own mind about them. Don't listen to gossip or other people's opinions. There's also something that you want to do, like information you want to put out. It could be a book, it could be a video, it could be some document or a legal thing or something in writing, but I feel like you have to wait. I don't feel right now is the right time to do it. April would be a better month for that than the remainder of March. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hey Leo, the first card you have is the Empress, and this is a maternal figure that is in the deceased, that's watching you, guiding you, protecting you. This could also be a maternal figure in the living. This could be a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, a stepmom, somebody like a mother figure to you. The Empress could also indicate the birth of a child, project, business, plan, or an idea. You could be the Empress. Everything is changing. I get you're going at a long distance. So this could be a long distance trip or travel. This could be a long distance in maybe even moving, although it doesn't feel like moving. I feel that some of you are concerned about losing weight or shedding something and getting back to like your fighting weight or fighting spirit, like getting back to something that's the true core of what you're really all about. I feel that you're going to be talking to somebody that's going to be giving you like ideas, inspiration. This could even be like a life coach, a spiritual coach, or some other kind of advisor. You could be getting inspiration from friends even too, or family. This is a time where everything starts to filter itself out. So I'm seeing sand in a sifter. I live at the beach. So it's reminding me of the little sifters that kids play with in the sand. And then they sift the sand through and then the shells or whatever is in it. Like, I feel like that's something that's happening, metaphorically happening in your life. You're sifting through things. Sifting through all this unnecessary crapola and what are you going to have and what's going to be left. There's intricate patterns and details of something that you're going to be working on. If any of you Leos are like designers or sew by hand or sew like design clothes or other, it doesn't even have to just be sewing. But I get like intricate details. If maybe there's something you're writing, you're going over the intricate details, or there's something to do with a computer or making videos or something you're working on that you're putting out there into the world. I get Leos going over intricate details here. So you have the Page of Pentacles with it. So the Page of Pentacles could be expanding it or it could be by itself. And the Page of Pentacles is an earth sign person. This is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. It could be you, Leo, if you have a rising or a moon sign that's an earth sign, or if you're born on the Leo-Virgo cusp. This could be a child to you. It could also be an adult that's immature or young at heart. The other sign that got Page of Pentacles is Aquarius on the opposite side of the wheel for you of the zodiac. This Page of Pentacles could come to you and say, and present some things to you that they want to get going. It could be one of your kids if you have kids. It could be a spouse, could be a business partner or somebody that wants to get involved with you or works with you now or wants to be in business with you and wants to get something going. You may be asked to assist or help this Page of Pentacles. They may feel like they need to start something or start over. And oh, that was a big snore from Maxie. And they could be coming to you for assistance. That's what I feel like. They want you to help them, give them guidance, give them instruction. They kind of maybe put you on a pedestal, or they look up to you, or they revere you in some way. And so that's why what you say or tell them or instruct them is so valuable to them. I feel like in some ways you do want to help them, but I'm not going to lie to you. I do feel that you may look at them like they're being a little bit of a nuisance to you or a little bit of a bother to you. This is a really good time for you, Leo, if you plant any kind of seeds of any kind of enterprise or work that you could do that could bring you some money, bring something to fruition for you. That is also likely. I do feel though, you really do want to help this person. This could even be a younger sibling to you. I'm going to show you, Max, so you understand what's happening here. Can you see him? He's in the sun and snoring. Very sorry you have to listen to that, but I'm not going to shoo him away. He would just come back. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Virgo. Virgo, you have a really good card here. Look, you got the Sun. So the Sun is joy, happiness, returning to the childhood, like happiness, like what you were like when you were a child. This could be birth of a child. It can also be success in the material world. It can also mean the spotlight being on you. This is like a time where I feel like you're going to get acknowledged for something good that you did. It could be work. It could be something that you did for someone you love. You could be, if you're in a business where you have clients, I feel like you're going to have success in retaining clients and gaining new clients. And anything that you applied for, I get, is working out for you. So if you applied for a loan or a job, or I don't know, what else can you apply for? Adoption of a baby or a pet, or a permit or a license, or anything you could apply to. I feel like it's going to go well. You're going to get it. You'll be successful. Some of you may find that you're going to get around to start talking to some people you haven't seen or been able to physically be around for a while. So that could have been because of things going on out in the world that were like locked down, preventing you from being able to do it, or there could have been other factors in play. But I get like getting around to being able to visit or talk to people that you haven't for a while or haven't been able to see for a while. Some of you, I get you showing up for something and people wanting to hire you. So if any kind of gig or job, or like if you have a business like a plumber, electrician, a landscaper, a contractor, a roofer, a siding and windows person, I don't know, whatever else you could get hired to do, millions of things. I feel like you're going to do well with that. If you own your own business and you get the job, like if you go to this new area, you get the job. You get jobs, clients, business. That's what comes up here. You've got the High Priestess here with it. So the High Priestess could be you. This could be, you're the psychic here. Your psychic intuition. It could be your highest spirit guide showing up here in the reading. It could also be indicating something that is being kept secret or hidden from you or by you also. So it could be expanding the Sun card, but it could be saying its own messages. I feel like you're going to do a lot of reevaluating everything that you're doing, especially if there's anything you have to submit in writing that would be documented. Whether it's a resume, whether it's a dissertation to get your doctorate, or applications for jobs, or applications to adopt a child, a pet, or to get something like permits, licenses, anything, visas, anything like that. I see you like reviewing it. You're reviewing things in writing, reviewing documents. And you're really putting your analytical hat on. It's like, I feel like Virgos are going over everything with a fine-tooth comb for the second half of March and even going into the beginning of April. If you Virgos want to get pregnant, you're going to be extremely fertile right now. So be prepared. If you didn't want to get pregnant, make sure you have protection, because I get Virgos are extremely fertile right now. And you may feel like, I want people to respect me in a whole new way. I'm tired of being disrespected or pushed aside. You're going to feel very much like you want to be recognized, noticed, appreciated. Because I feel like you kind of feel like people have done that. Like I said, pushed you aside, passed over you for promotions, or ignored you in some way in the past, or treated you badly. It's like you're tired of that. You want to shift and change that. And a lot of things to do with your mental state and attitudes are improving. Some of you are working on or dealing with some kind of complex problem, project, or situation. Could even be at work. Could be personal, but it could be at work. And I feel like you may have some kind of timeline or deadline that you're looking at of when this stuff needs to be, submitted by. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. So now on to the sign of Libra. But before I get to Libra, I'd like you to take a look at this. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Thank you. Hey Libra, the first card you have is the Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is moving from troubled shores to better shores. It could also be long distance travel. It could indicate having to commute for a new, maybe a new commute for work. It could be moving. It could also be, moving. A lot of times it's moving to me. I do feel that there are some of you Libras that have to take everything you have or a lot of things you have at one place and move them to another place. Now, this could be for moving. It could be a business move, a company move, like moving offices and moving things like that. But it could also be moving your stuff, or maybe you want to move stuff into storage or move your residence, because I get you actually literally moving things. And I feel like there's something pressing on your mind and you can't get it off your mind, and you keep thinking about that you have to hurry up, or you feel like it's something important that you have to get done. You could experience, my guides are bringing up, some of you Libras may have some kind of rash in the second half of March or the beginning of April. This could be to do with something you ate, or be careful of poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac, or anything that you eat that you could have an allergic reaction to. You may get a rash of some sort in March. You may feel like you want to take things out of someplace and move it because you may feel like it's taking too long. Some of you, this could also have to do with wanting to move money. You may be it could be personal items, but it could also be things like finances, like moving things from stocks to buying a residence, or vice versa, or moving money from one credit card to another, or changing accounts. I don't know, but I get moving money comes up here for some of you as well, and feeling like it's taking too long, or longer than it should. You also may be concerned about your environment, and that you want to be, if you're working at a place where there's too much toxic fumes or chemicals, or if you live in an area that you feel like that could be happening, like maybe there's a company or a factory or something that they're doing or spraying in your area, and you feel like something is toxic, or it could be toxic people. Because I feel like there's something toxic also that you want to get away from. Look at the card you got next. You have the Tower. Now, this could be an enlightenment, like some kind of spiritual awakening, or some awakening to something. This could be also a fight, an argument, an end of a friendship, an end of a relationship. It could be an end of an old paradigm, so a new paradigm can begin. It could be an end of an old rulership, so a new rulership can begin. It could actually be like some kind of physical thing happening to property, like something catching on fire or flooding. I do feel that some of you Libras are going to be caught off guard by somebody that says something to you you're not expecting them to say. And for some of you, I hear the collective consciousness of Libra going, they looked right in my face and gave me a bold-faced lie. So you may feel like somebody in the second half of March and going into the beginning of April looks directly at you and you know they're lying, and they're lying right to your face. So this could really tick you off. Now, you could keep it to yourself and not discuss it. You could just listen to them and walk away and be mad, or you could get mad at them. That will be up to all of you, how you're going to be different for all of you, how you're going to handle it. Also, for some of you Libras, some type of oppression gets blown out of the water and then stops. So if you have felt oppressed at a job or by a spouse or by some other mitigating circumstances and you felt oppressed, it's going to get blown open and therefore will stop. You could also experience, if it's not happening to you, you could be experiencing a neighbor having a really big argument and a fallout, or a family member or somebody at work where it may be happening that you're witnessing it and you're not in the mix of it. Because I do get that some of you may witness some kind of big brouhaha going on, or like you go out to a club and there's some big fight outside after, or inside. So you may witness some kind of fight. I feel more that, the Tower feels more to me like somebody bold-faced lies to you and you know it. Whether you react or not will be different for all of you. Some of you, it's also because of witnessing a fight or an argument. And some of you, it's somebody saying something to you that really seems off the wall and unexpected. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. And for you, Scorpio, the first card you have is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is being tired and exhausted of your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial gain and reward from your hard work and effort. I do feel that you're focusing on things that you need to complete and maybe feel pressured by that, and that it is going to feel somewhat exhausting to you at the end of March or the beginning of April. You could even want to rework some kind of program that you're dealing with, something you sell, something you're studying, or something you're working on. Yeah, because I see you, I keep seeing it like I'm taking everything out of context, over here, over here, over here, and like wanting to reassemble it, reorganizing it. I keep seeing that in my head. You could even come up with something could happen where you get a 50-50 split with somebody. So if you're having a divorce, it could be a 50-50 split in a divorce, but I feel for some of you that's not what it is. I feel like it could be like a business deal or something you sell, or, like, okay, well, we're going to sell this and it's a 50-50 split, or we're going to do this work, but we're going to do it a 50-50 split. Like 50-50 split comes up here for some of you Scorpios. You have to be careful not to repeat negative patterns from the past, and you may feel a repeat of something that happened to you when you were a lot younger, like maybe even a kid, something that bothered you or something that affected you in some way that it's like bringing back some memory or something from the past also comes up here. Some of you may feel like your finances are getting stretched to the umpteenth degree, and you may feel like you want to go out and search for a new job or or new clients or customers, or some way to draw in more money to you. If you're a Scorpio that feels like your money has gotten really stretched thin. So But you have another good money card here. Look, and these are actually good money cards. I don't see them as negative. You have Six of Pentacles. And Six of Pentacles is giving money generously and freely to others. Charitably, generously, freely to others. And receiving charity and generosity from others. It could be that. It could also be the balance of give and take. It can mean financial success coming to you in the future. So look, you have money cards here. They can be business, enterprise, money, success. If you start any kind of business or enterprise right now or in April, 15 months from now, it's going to pay off. You may find a new way of doing work that you already do or business that you already do, of finding a new way to handle it, a new way to go about doing it. And you may have people that are coming to you and asking you for help, or your products or your services. And I do feel that some of you Scorpios are actually going to be doing really well with money soon, if you're not already. And I feel that you are going to be treating people like, hey, I'm going to take you all out for dinner and let me buy you buy everybody a round of drinks and dinner's on me. Like, I get that kind of energy also here for Scorpios. Now or soon. I feel that some of you Scorpios may even find that you're waking up in the middle of the night where you can't shut your mind off, and you're coming up with all these ideas. My guides are talking about that. So like your mind is like ticking like a clock, tick, 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 tick. And so I feel it's waking you up at night, and it would be a good idea to have a pad of paper next to your bed to write ideas down, or a little recorder you could just hit. And when you wake up, start spouting out your ideas, because I feel like you're getting some good ones, even though it's annoying to get woken up. I feel like it's like your creative juices and energy of creation is flowing very strongly in you. You may even find yourself working to help some kind of family that's in need. This could be through somebody putting up a GoFundMe page, or it could be somebody you know that has had some kind of financial devastation or loss due to a fire or due to lack of work. This could be somebody you know, or a family you don't know, and you just hear of it and you want to go out of your way to help them out. All right, Scorpio, you have to see what I'm dealing with over here. Do you see that? In the sun, snoring. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hey, Sagittarius. So the first card you have is the Nine of Pentacles. And this is being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. I associate this card strongly with Virgos, but I'm just saying that here. It doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know, to me, it's often a Virgo card. I feel like you're getting everything in its place. You're starting to put everything in order. And I feel like you're really clued into like systems. So it could be, systems could be of all different things, but I get you getting clued into systems and wanting your life to go in a certain way, like you're kind of organizing your life somehow. I also feel that there's something that you're doing or working on that you're going to now take something up to the next level. So this could be a love relationship, it could be a work project, it could be in education or training, like wanting to take something up to the next level comes up here. And some of you could change something to do with your work or your business in some way where you start getting more income, or a new income could be generated. So you maybe still have one job and start working part-time somewhere else, or you start something, you have a regular job and then you do these side gigs, because I get like new money could be coming to you. Money coming to you in like new ways also shows up here for you. And some of you Sagittarians are really going to feel inspired, like you want to get outside, you want to be out in nature more. Maybe you want to take walks in the woods or go to the beach or go to the mountains or just get outside, even sitting in a hammock or a lounge chair and reading a book or relaxing. And I feel that you're going to be telling people certain information that some people may not like. They may feel like Sagittarius is driving me crazy in some way. So this could be disciplining people or giving people new methods of how they need to do something, like, well, we're going to do new procedures now, and or we're going to follow things in this new way, or this is how we're going to operate from here on out. And people may feel like they don't want to hear you say what you have to say. Now, the card that you have that came up with it, which could expand it or could just stand alone in its own message, is Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords, Libra also got the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords can be moving. It can be long distance travel. It could be having to commute for work or a new commute. It could also be leaving troubled shores for better shores. Some of you Sagittarians are going to put all your eggs in one basket and you're going to move. That's how my guide said it. Some of you, this is like a search for and a quest for knowledge. And some of you Sagittarians may have felt like you want to stabilize your life in some way. So by pursuing new knowledge or pursuing a new career path, or pursuing something, could be like stabilizing your life in some way. Even if your life was stable before, it feels like you want a new stability. Some of you are going to attend some kind of classes, webinars, or seminars comes up here, and that could be online, or you maybe if stuff opens up where you are, you may actually be able to attend them in person. And you may not be ready to hand over the reins in some way or hand over the keys to something yet, because I feel like there's some element of not fully feeling ready yet to let go of something. There's that element here of dithering and procrastination that swirls around this. Some of you may be putting some kind of energy to get accepted into something. This could be a college, a class, a training program, or some kind of club, group, or organization, or a particular event. But like to get accepted into something. Could even be maybe if you wanted to belong to some kind of country club or golfing club or tennis club, but you have to get accepted into it. It could be something like that. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi Capricorn. The first card you have is the Emperor. And Aries also got the Emperor. So the Emperor is a paternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, and protecting you. The Emperor could be giving you ideas and inspirations that could feel like they're yours, but they could actually be coming from the Emperor, not you at all. This could also be a strong male figure in the living, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, stepfather, boss, husband, spouse, ex-boyfriend, uncle, brother. Did I say that already? The Emperor could be putting pressure on you to complete something. And this could be a boss, like I said, or a spouse, but even it could be somebody in the deceased. This could be a deceased relative that's looking on and going, you need to complete something, Capricorn. And I feel that the Emperor wants you to know that you're kind of worrying about some things right now in March that aren't really going to come to pass. So it's like kind of like needless worry. And I do feel, I don't know if this came up for Aries too, but I get counting. I got this for some other sign this mid-month. Counting things up that need to be divided. So if you have to divide anything in an estate or in a divorce or in a business that's being sold, but dividing things also comes up here. You could have a strong male figure in the living that could have some kind of issue with their heart or their, I'm going to say heart, vascular system, heart. They kind of want you to get your head in the game. And I feel that the emperor that's deceased is saying, get your head in the game, and I want you to look at something through my eyes or my perspective. That could even apply to a strong male figure in the living. And you're going to have some kind of power and authority to do and take care of things that you must. So don't be afraid to exercise your will, because you are going to have some kind of power and authority here in the month of March. But I actually feel maybe even more strongly in April. So the card that you have that came up with it is the Magician. And the Magician is manifesting. What we think about, we bring about. What's in the material plane, what's in the ethers, and in the spiritual plane, and in your mind, you can manifest into physical reality, and you have all the tools in front of you with which to do so. 2 major arcana cards here for you, Capricorn. Some of you Capricorns are going to be very distinctly letting someone or people know, this is mine. Like, this job is mine, or this territory is mine, or like if you have to divide stuff, it could be like, this stuff is mine, like staking your claim to something, a job, stuff, a position. You may also be requiring somebody to hand over all kinds of information or documentation that you need. So if you need that from somebody, whether it's to sell a house, sell a property, settle an estate, or do something else, you're going to be like, I need that information and I need it now. I see you assembling things, and I get it, assembling it like a massive amount of documentation, like it's paperwork. But I feel like so if you have any court cases coming up, you may be like, I'm getting my, I don't know what you call that, for a court case, like, I'm getting all the facts and everything I need in order to present to the judge, to present to the courts. Or it doesn't have to be legal. It could be in something else, like maybe you want to buy a home, or maybe you want to apply to adopt a child. Believe me, especially like with international adoptions, I can tell you this for sure. You have to put together a dossier. They want lots of information, all these bank statements and all kinds of stuff that can apply for court cases, adoptions, all kinds of things like that. So I feel like Capricorns are amassing some kind of like necessary documentation. It could be on something that you have to do for work, and you have to make some kind of presentation or make some kind of case at work or get something going. And so you need all this documentation. And I know we do everything everything's on computer nowadays, but I really see you with papers, not just on the computer. It's like in front of you in papers. So, and it could very well have to do with things connected to do with the emperor. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. And the first card you have, Aquarius, is the Ace of Pentacles. And this could be a divine blessing of money coming to you. And it could be also anything else of value coming to you. You could receive an inheritance or a raise. You could win money. Somebody could give you money. So what I get first is some of you Aquarians are going to come about finding a new way to make money. And this could be even starting from scratch in some way and building it up. And I see you doing research and analyzing what worked for this person, what worked for that person. So other people that you know that are successful in some endeavors that you may be like, hey, you know, maybe I want to get in that line of work, or maybe I want to get in those kind of investments. I feel you're going to be researching them. How did it work for them? What's going on? What did they have to do? Some of you could get indoctrinated into something where then you're going to turn around and you're going to teach. And you could get on like some kind of platform on the computer, or it could be some kind of program or something that you get invited to attend, or you get indoctrinated into, and then you're going to teach something and receive money for it, like getting paid for it. It could be a one-time gig, or it could be something you do on a semi-regular or regular basis. It'll be different for all of you how that works. And I also get things springing forth in you. So the way my guides are showing me is, like, if you get involved in something new, a new way to make money, something else is going to spring forward from that. So like from this one thing, other things branch out and grow that then maybe not right now in March, but soon thereafter, once you start implementing this teaching or whatever you get involved in, or this new way to make money, other things and avenues will spring forward from that. And then you're going to be making more money later on down the line. I feel like you're kind of concerned, like, in a sense, I hear the words, the collective consciousness of Aquarius saying, I don't want to waste time, or you don't want to waste any more time. So being cognizant of time is associated with this making money. You have the Page of Pentacles next, and the other sign that got Page of Pentacles was Leo. So the Page of Pentacles is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign, that's an earth sign. This could also be you if you're born on the Aquarius and the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. It could be a child to you. It could also be a messenger bringing in a message about money and finance. It could also be an adult that's immature or young at heart. That would be an earth sign. I feel that this is somebody that is either inspiring you or talking to you or wanting to help you along, get this money or make this money. It's like they're thrifty, but they got really good ideas. And they could even invite you to try something out, to invite you to join something, or invite you to try something out comes up for some of you Aquarians. So you may be able to test the waters before immersing yourself in something completely. I feel for some of you Aquarians, this Page of Pentacles is at a distance. They're not right where you're located. So you may be talking to them on the phone or on Skype or on Zoom. And, you're doing this stuff that I'm bringing up here in this card, Aquarius, is actually not just going to make more money for you or be beneficial money-wise for you. It's going to be healing for you in some way. So if you're going to start teaching people something and making money off of it, something that, or whatever you're going to do where you can make more money, something you're doing is healing for you. Even though you may think that doesn't make sense, but some aspect of it is going to be healing for you. And they may be also good at troubleshooting or fixing any problems that you've been encountering along the way in any work or business that you've been doing, or even on a personal level. They may have really ingenious ideas and may be able to be a good troubleshooter and point out ways that you could upgrade something you're doing or fix something you already have. Could be like a website or something that you're already doing. They may be able to see the pitfalls or know some solutions you could try. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Pisces. Pisces, dear Pisces, you're always at the end, but you know what? You're our anchor, right, Pisces? So the first card you have is Wheel of Fortune, and this is the same, Taurus also got this card as well. So this is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor, the planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you, conspiring to give you karmic good fortune. It could also be the ups and downs of karma. It could indicate a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning for Pisces. This is now a time where you really want to put your best foot forward, Pisces, in whatever you're interested in or working on or doing, and shine. And capitalizing on new things you're going to learn and find out are highly likely and indicated here for March and maybe even the beginning of April. It's almost like the energies in the universe are kind of like making Pisces go through some kind of catharsis. And you have to be careful of your energy, because I feel like you're not getting enough sleep, or you're wearing yourself out, or you're expending too much energy comes up here. And having to have more patience with yourself and with others is good advice for you at the end, from the midpoint of March to the end of March. I feel that some of you are going to be learning new skills. And you could even be coming up with something that could be like your trademark or a brand. You may be feeling a little more emotional, because I pick up a lot more emotionalism for Pisces at the midpoint of March. You may have to talk to people that have gone before you about how they've done certain things, like getting advice. You may also have to go through some kind of people that have gone before you that could be evaluating your performance or work that you've done. This could be like getting graded for tests, but it doesn't have to just be that. I get like people that have gone before you, looking things over, evaluating things that you've done, giving you advice also comes up here, and or instruction. So you have the Ace of Swords. This is my favorite minor arcana card. And this is Ace of Swords is victory, truth being revealed, wisdom, knowledge. It's connected to the element of air. And so you have it here with the Wheel of Fortune. You definitely are going to succeed in something that you've been working on or trying to accomplish. It comes up to me that some Pisces are learning new tricks of the trade or learning some new skills. Whether you could be self-taught, or, you know, you could have been reading books or looking on the internet and teach this to yourself. So it could be self-taught, but it could also be through the help and assistance of others that have gone before you. And I feel that your confidence level is increasing here, because I get having more confidence shows up. You may take on another thing after you've succeeded and been victorious in something you've been trying to learn, or new skill or something. I don't feel like it stops there. I feel like then you're ready to go to the next step or the next level, or to take on more comes up. And I feel like something that's really great about you is you're putting a positive spin on things and having a positive attitude. And like when you talk to people, when you're communicating, talking, and anything that you're doing, I do really see you putting a positive spin on things and having a positive attitude. And that's going to go a long way in your level of success of things that are going to be happening for you. Some of you are going to be released from something. If anybody's accused you of anything and you didn't do it or say it, you're going to get exonerated, and it's going to get proven that something wasn't your fault. And that could be dealing in a legal case or a court case, but it could just be somebody saying, hey, Pisces, you did this and that. And then it comes out that you weren't the one that did it, and you get exonerated. So it doesn't have to be legal. It could happen in some other form. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, I want to thank all the signs of the zodiac out there for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series that I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, those prices are very reasonable. I don't charge, I see some people charging a lot for their videos. I don't charge much. And you're getting a lot of psychic predictions and messages. So if you don't want to miss out on those, the 3 most recent video series I've recorded, but there'll be other links besides that below in the description box in the Show More section, is what's lucky and new for you in 2021 for each sign of the zodiac. There I use tarot cards and an oracle card. The Big Love Psychic Tarot readings, Psychic Tarot and crystal readings for 2021 for both singles and couples. And the Saturn and Aquarius Psychic Tarot and crystal readings, which go from December of 2020 to March of 2023. So that's 3 years worth of predictions there. You can also get these videos on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos tab on my menu, and there you'll see all the video series I've recorded. You just go to the video series you want, click on the zodiac sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. If you would like to help support the channel and the work I do here with the psychic readings on YouTube, there's a donation link down below underneath all the video series I have linked below, and it's connected to PayPal. And a big thank you to those who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. I do truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. You can also follow me on my social media pages, Lucky Mermaid LLC, and on Facebook, and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. There I post psychic tarot readings. I post oracle cards, tarot cards, crystal, messages from my spirit guides, and they're for anybody who wants to read it. It's not done by the zodiac sign. They're kind of long. I write them out. So I believe if you're guided to go check them out, there's some message there for you that will make sense. So I'd love to see you on my social media pages. So I hope you have absolutely fantastic and wonderful energy that comes to you this remainder of the month of March of 2021. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.